hours of labor. So this is done usually using a pundi naru. Pundi naru is a kind of fiber which is used as a brush. So like we have our paint brushes, like an artist will use a thin paintbrush for details and fine lines, and a thicker paintbrush for painting, filling up spaces. Similarly, the number of strands of pundi naru that I used will determine the thickness of a line, or whether they are filling a pattern or whether they are drawing a line and drawing the outline of a pattern. Pundi naru is used along with all natural colors. Chittara is traditionally done with just 4 colors, and a lot of the colors are represented in the clothes we are wearing today as well. So white, black, red and yellow. These are the 4 colors, and each of them is made from some natural source traditionally. I mean, now there's a lot of change coming with acrylic paints and all that, but traditionally it is done with white is done with rice paste, or with JD Mannu. JD Mannu, the story about JD Mannu being found on the riverbed, dry riverbed, beneath a dry riverbed you dig, and then only people who are lucky will end up finding JD Mannu. That is the story that the artist told us. So beneath the riverbed, when you pull out that soil, you have lime and all that deposited, and sometimes if you go at the right time, luck is on your side, you find it. So these are 2 sources of white, both rice paste and JD Mannu. And coming to black, black is made with charred rice. So you keep sorting rice on a pan, you roast it and roast it, it becomes blacker and blacker and blacker. Adanna pudi madbittu they make the black color. Coming to red color, red is made again with red soil, kemmannu, and also with another stone called the Rajakallu, which is less common but it is also used. Yellow is done from a very interesting seed. It is called the gurige bija, and it comes from the gurige tree. These are found in the forests and they are not very common. Right? So
we had to go really deep into the, like we had to walk as well, right? To find this tree. It's not common.
Yes. Do you want to tell that story? I think a very nice story to tell.
So gurige is this particular tree. You will find in that region. It's found only in around Kugwe forest. This is a protected area. The Kugwe, the village community has decided to protect a stretch of forest. I think it is part of the Kanu concept, sacred grove concept. So they have these gurige trees there, and when we kept walking in, and we kept actually last year we kept waiting for it to flower so that we could get to see the fruits. But I think people are also realizing the climate effect that's happening. So these fruits didn't, the tree didn't flower till June or April. The season passed, and we kept waiting for the plant to bloom and for us to see the fruits.
And so to put it in the book.
To put it in the book, yes. So, but we were lucky to actually have gone and seen the sap. Every part of the tree, I think it oozes yellow resin, that yellow sap. Very beautiful yellow. Because it's precious, the artist whom we met, she had a set of these seeds. So the seed coat, she kept, it looked brown in color. But as she kept grinding it, it became rich yellow in color. The brown kind of turned to yellow. It was so beautiful, and her stock was some 25 years old. She had collected it in some forest that she had gone on a trek to, and she got it from there. I think Kudremukh trek or someplace. So these are not commonly found trees. And apparently the oil from this seed is used for cooking some very special delicacies like kajjaya. Only kajjaya tastes very good, she said. So these are very precious colors. So you don't see yellow so commonly. It is used sparingly, but to enhance, that even in that sparing thing, it actually enhances the beauty of the Chittara. And you can see it in yellow borders. That's and I think every color, right? Especially every artist we met narrated that once they take this kemmannu or the red color or JD Mannu or the Rajakallu, they they actually pray once their stock is
Pray to Mother Earth
pray
and
to
thank
Mother
her.
Earth and thank her for having received it. They do a small prayer
Yeah.
saying thank you for the stock and then carry it home. So I think every element that is taken from nature is used beautifully, is revered, and it's
Yeah.
also respected well.
You could also tell them about how the birds are fond of this particular fruit.
Yeah, this hakki kana is the word
Yeah.
that was used. Apparently, these trees, gurge trees, attract a lot of birds because they like to eat the pulp of that fruit. And artists are after the seeds of those fruits. So these
And they throw
50,
it.
60 birds gather in a flock and they eat and they leave out the seeds. And that is the seed that the artists go and collect. It's called a hakikana, and in one place you'll find a large stock of those seeds and they collect that. So it's a very nice example of coexistence, how you can actually coexist. I think now,
and how grateful you are to Mother Earth.
yes.
So
Now with changing times, I don't know how much time people would actually invest in going and getting these things, because it's a matter of time and effort. It's
so
not
laborious.
easy. I think that effort is the one which makes the Chittara painting also quite precious.
Correct. And also they do with joy all this, going to the
Yes.
forest, walking down, go deep into the forest, even to collect the red earth or the white clay. It's so difficult for them, but yet they love to do it because they feel it is more beautiful using the natural color. But of course now the acrylic colors coming to the market, some people are kind of inclining to use those colors.
Yeah, but as one of you had pointed out, this gurige stock that was gurige seeds that we found with one artist, she had collected 20-25 years ago, right? And that color is still as bright yellow.
Yes.
She ground it in front of us and it was still so bright. If you look at acrylic paint or any paint, it will dry that bottle if you don't use. The paint dries and it is wasted. Right?
And she pointed out that. She
Yeah.
pointed
Yes,
out that
she
very
also
evidently.
pointed that out, right? So that level of thought given to finding these resources which over time still last and are still as potent and as pigmented and beautiful, and also seeing, okay, Kemanu is readily available, largely available, so a lot of the Chittara surfaces have a lot of red. Rice was easily available, so a lot of the painting is done in white color, right? But yellow is not so easily available, but it is a bright color. So even in the Chittara behind, the way that the yellow has been used inside the Poppadi Chittara, these small motifs, they're called patangas, which are butterflies. And they are always there in any Hasegode Chittara. And those are done in yellow. Just those few spots of yellow and all this white is adding so much extravagance and, bringing the whole composition together. Similarly, the way it's used in the border as well. So it's really fascinating. It's frugally used because it's not available as much. But it is
Enhances
bringing the
that
whole
aesthetic.
composition together and enhancing the aesthetic. That only comes from years and generations of so many women thinking, trying different things. This is all a form of research and documentation that has turned into this refined art form. And that is what has repeatedly, time and time again, blown our minds about Chittara.